Hey guys, welcome back to Church Talk. All right, in today's video, it's a little different from what I've been talking about. I've been talking a lot about leading worship and some of um, the tech things within the church, within the ministry, and I love all that type of stuff. But today's video is a little different because we had an episode at the church a few weeks back where uh, one of our members, one of our pastors, she had something go on with her health, and it was scary for a lot of people. And I'm not going to get into any details on it, but it just made me think, you know, do our churches, do you guys, and do we all, do we have a plan in place for some type of an emergency? Because we have a lot of people together. We have, and it doesn't matter your age, but but it kind of does, because a lot of times when you get to be older, your bodies begin to wear down, and you can't move like you used to, and in some cases, there's medical emergencies that arise, and it just came to my mind, like, I should talk about this and say, hey, do you have a plan for an emergency, for different types of emergencies, and does your staff know what that plan is? Now, for us, when this happened, fortunately, our pastor was preaching, and he saw what was happening, and immediately he knew that she needed medical attention. So he just dismissed the service, told everybody, everybody go ahead and leave. And he called. We're very blessed in our church. We have several nurses who attend our church, and there were several of them there that day that was able to come up and assist and help until the emergency squad got there, and everything was taken care of. Even before the squad got there, things seemed to be improving a lot better. She was able to get up on her feet and get everything was good, and but it just sparked in my mind, what we done, and like our pastor was quick on his feet, and maybe he already had all this thought out in his mind if anything ever happens. But he just quickly dismissed service so that there wasn't a whole lot of people there, so that when the emergency squad got there, or people would arrive, there wasn't a lot of people that may be in their way or whatever, and also give the person some privacy with what was happening. So I just want to ask you guys, what is your emergency plan? Do you have an emergency plan if something were to happen at your church similar to this? Maybe somebody fall, or somebody have a heart attack, or somebody, whatever the case is. Do you have a plan of action? Do you have an emergency kit? And so that's something that we do have, and our staff knows where that kit is. But do you have an AED on hand? Do you have some equipment, some emergency equipment that can be utilized if somebody were to be injured or something like that? So I just thought, I just wanted to make this quick video and ask you guys, do you have the equipment that you need? Are you able to handle a situation, according to a plan? Or is there a plan? Is there a plan of action in place when something happens that's unexpected? So, like I said, I'm not going to get into the details of what went on, because it's a health matter. We don't want to talk about that, but we need to have a plan for an emergency, and our staff needs to know, what do we do in case of an emergency, and we go through those plans. That's why we have, that's why schools have fire drills and things of that nature. So when the real thing happens, we're kind of practiced up on what to do. So even in our small churches, I think it's a good thing to have an emergency plan in place, so that when something does happen in your church, you know what to do. Now, if you're in a church somewhere and there's, you don't have real good phone connection out there, maybe you don't have, maybe you don't have wireless connectivity out there. Do you have internet to where people can, you know, Wi-Fi call, or is your phone accessible, or whatever the issues, whatever the thing is, we got to make sure that we do have a plan in place so that something like that happens. Just like when it happened at our church, we were able to act quickly. We had nursing staff that was able to. Well, I'll say we don't have nursing staff. We have people who are nurses who attend our church that was able to quickly come and assist, and things moved really quickly. And she was present the very next week and seems to be doing great. And all that is beside the point. It was everything ended up being good, and she's doing well. But just sparked my thought is, do you have an emergency plan? So I wanted to just say, hey, churches, small churches, large churches, get a plan together in case of some type of emergency within your church, that your staff knows what to do. Even if they're volunteer staff, everybody knows where everything is. We know where the emergency kit is. If we have an AED, we know where it is. We know how to use it. We know that it's up to date, those sort of things. So I encourage you guys to look at that and make sure that you have all of that in order, because the bigger your church gets, the more people that's in it, the more likely you are that something like that may happen, especially if you have an older congregation. They may have some health issues that arise while they're present, and it can be somebody that's younger too. It doesn't really matter our age, but the point of it is, are you ready for some type of emergency like that? Go check out robandjen.com. That is our website where you can find our church talk page and all the different things that we have on our merchandise, our cups and our t-shirts and things of that nature that we have available. If you like them, pick one up. It helps out the channel. And be sure that you click the like button and the subscribe, and click the bell as well, so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And we'll see you guys next time on Church Talk. God bless.